Good morning. I had to restart this because I'm just not good at cutting videos. All right. So this is the astrology forecast coming up in the zodiacal wheel for the next week, 19 October through 25 October. Okay. We're going to see Mars squaring Jupiter, so that tells us to slow down. All right. We don't want to rely solely on our luck and good fortune. Okay. And we need to focus on moderation. Negative reactions will bring on consequences that are going to make our life more difficult. Okay. Now we do have Venus trining Jupiter and Mercury conjunct Juno, which are actually they're gonna help each other out. Right. These are two good transits they're gonna bounce off of each other. We got Venus trine Jupiter, so this tells us that we do have luck in finances. So when the Mars squaring Jupiter tells us that don't rely on our luck. So what luck and good fortune we do have, we want to shift to finances. Okay, take advantage of the opportunities that you have, but remember that Mercury is in retrograde, so we don't want to sign any contracts that we haven't gone over completely and fully and check every fine detail. Okay, you're gonna allow your artistic creativity to be an outlet for these, for your business. And we're going to start applying that application, or we're going to start making that application towards that. Okay, and if we're doing that, then we're going to start receiving admiration and recognition from our peers for the work that we're putting into it. Okay. Now with Mercury and Jupiter, this tells us that partnerships in love and business should benefit. All right, so I mean, like business focus. This is where we want to focus the biggest part of our energy at this moment, the biggest part of our fortune, our luck, whatever chances we're going to take. This is where, if we're going to take any chances, this is where we want to focus it on business and career and finance. Okay, now, excuse me. Something else that Mercury conjunct Juno is going to bring up. That affairs or jealousy in relationships, not just romantic relationships, but work relationships, friendships, family, any kind of jealousy, any kind of wrongdoing, resentments, anything, those need to be addressed. Okay, and what is also gonna reflect with that, another transit, we have Black Moon Lilith that's going into Taurus. So when we see this, it tells us our secrets will eat us up if we don't at least acknowledge them. Okay. Express your rebellious nature and don't completely hold anything in. Okay, you may become more aware of these things that are sitting in the shadows. Okay, so we need to address the any kind of jealousy that comes up and make sure we're not sitting on it. Okay, because remember, Venus rules Taurus, and with Venus trine Jupiter, this is the good time to express those. And then we've also got Mercury that is opposing Uranus. Okay. So you've got great ideas, but practice practicality. Practice practicality, that's hard to say. Listen to what others have to say, stay grounded, and allow better timing to present itself before introducing your big plans, all right? So now, when it comes to finance and career, this is where we want to take our chance, right? But also, we don't want to lay our full plan out there. We want to give this is that opportunity to build ourselves up, hype ourselves up, right? And we're going to see more of that hyping up when we get a couple days later this week, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's for Monday, the 19th. Now we move on to Tuesday. Okay, then we're going to see Venus squaring the North and the South nodes. Consider taking a break from social media and other social situations that you're unfamiliar with. You'll be going against the grain if you do so. So this means that people are going to want to, they're going to be pushing up against us. We're going to have that resistance from others. Okay, and after we reflect, especially after we reflected off the jealousy and affairs and different type of situations that cause resentment, we're going to want to give ourselves a break because we're going to be almost at a snapping point, and we don't want that energy to go the opposite direction, and especially take it out on somebody else that isn't really befitting to it anyway. All right, regardless who you take it out on, it's not going to be good, but you especially don't want to take it out on the wrong person. All right. Then on Wednesday, the 21st of October, we're going to see the moon going into Capricorn, and the moon is in detriment in Capricorn, which means when we see detriment, that means, all right, so the moon rules Cancer, all right, and Capricorn is the opposition of Cancer. It's on the opposite polar axis of the Cancer Capricorn axis, obviously. Okay, so the moon is opposite of where it's home. Now, with this, you're going to need some stability. You will feel things more, and it won't be so easy to brush things off. So that aloof nature that you've kind of, you've kind of had. We're going to use that. We're going to see that benefit us more when that sucker shifts into Aquarius. Coming out of the Sagittarius moon, we brush things off in a way, but in a little bit more of an aggressive way, where we're more lighthearted about it and made fun of it. But when we have it in Capricorn, this is that opposite kind of cardinal energy, so it can shift us and make us and have us make some bad decisions. All right, if we let our emotions control our behavior. Okay. Now we're gonna have Mercury squaring Hygiea. Okay. And that is going to tell us, so this is health and fitness goals and practices should be acknowledged. This is the time to break bad habits. If we don't, we can fall into the trap of complacency. So when it comes to your health and fitness goals, look at your patterns, all right? Acknowledge those patterns and take the time to address those and if you're going to Burger King once a day on your way back and forth from work or whatever, you might want to consider, meal prepping or, making a salad instead, or, just something, walking an extra mile or walking a mile. If we've gotten out of our habit of walking every day or doing whatever kind of fitness you're doing, let's get back into that, okay? Then we're going to see the sun trining Ceres in Aquarius, okay? So you should focus on self-love and nurturing. Set your intentions for your health and diet. So these play right on top of each other, okay? So on Wednesday, let's focus on our health. Let's focus on our health. Let's focus on our health and set intentions to break those bad patterns, okay? Venus is trining Pluto. So make sure you're staying in a place of love. Keep yourself in a place of love, okay? It will be a vehicle of transformation. I'm telling you, all right? Let your intuition guide you, especially in romance, okay? Some type of inheritance might present itself to you. So now let's remember that inheritance doesn't always mean material things or financial gain or wealth. Inheritance could come from it could be knowledge passed on. It could be the way we feel about certain things, the way we were raised, looking back in those things. So this is going to be a great time to reconnect and work with ancestors, whether they're living or passed on, okay? With all this Scorpio energy happening right now, this is the time. The sun's about to move into Scorpio, so this is where the veil is going to be the thinnest. Samhain's coming up, so we really want to connect with those ancestors, all right? Then on Thursday, the 22nd of October, before the sun moves into Scorpio, we're going to see Vesta shifting into Virgo, okay? So Vesta is our meteor, or it represents hearth and home. So this is where you want to, with Samhain coming up, the veil being thinner, let's clean our house. Let's really focus on home and hearth, okay? This is when we're going to want to start moving towards practicing. If we're doing sacred sex magic, making declarations for affirmations, declaring what you will be doing. So a declaration is not what you want to do. It's different from intentions. The declaration is, I will do that. Give yourself your own word and follow through with that, okay? Then we see the sun shifting into Scorpio, all right? So curiosity and suspicions may rise. You're going to be less carefree about your emotions, and we'll be wanting to investigate why we stand emotionally where we do, okay? And we're going to want to learn to trust our intuitions through creativity and dealing with our emotions. So if we look back a couple days, You know, we're talking about like we want to address those resentments, those jealousy issues, any kind of affairs, any kind of suspicions that we've had. This is going to warm us up for this sun moving into Scorpio, okay? Because you don't want that shit hitting you all at once, because you're not going to be prepared for it. If these things have already been addressed, then you know you already have your foot in the ground, okay? Then on the 23rd of October, on Friday, we're going to see the Sun Sextile Vesta, okay? So emphasis on home and hearth, okay? And what energy you're not only putting into your home, but what you're getting in return, okay? So smudge, do some house cleaning, rearrange. We're going to want to do some feng shui type stuff, and there's a lot of Vesta transits that are coming around, so this is a good time. Especially we want, like, make sure when you're smudging, get those corners, go underneath the refrigerator, get in the garage and get those dark places where all the spider webs are and stuff. You want to really clean out of the energy, because that's where all that negative energy hides. Because what you're doing, if you're not doing that, you're hoarding that shit, and then that shit is just going to spill over, and it's going to be a seemingly uncontrollable factor if you don't take care of it. So, you know, you don't have to do it all at once, but this is why we started already, right? The day before, we're going to start on that. We're going to smudge, get all that negative energy out, clean it out, okay? Then we're going to see the moon shifting into Aquarius, right? So you're going to be tempted to cross some boundaries. So make sure that you're respecting other people's emotional space. This is going to come from compassion to others, all right? And you're just wanting to help, all right? And we can just remember, the road to hell is paved in good intentions, okay? It's not that you're going to have bad intentions, because you're going to be coming from a place of love. You're going to be wanting to help them out, and especially with the Sun and Scorpio energy, you know, you're going to be feeling more. Your intuition's going to be guiding you. You're going to be like, I know you're going to be like, I know what's going on. I just want to help, you know. But if you push yourself too far into their bubble, then you're going to end up pushing them further away. All right, so be aware of this, okay? And just try to, like, focus on what you can do when the opportunity does arise, okay? Then we're going to see the Sun sextiling Icarus. So this is going to be, you know, confronting your ambitions and making achievable goals for yourself. This is going to be a time where, remember, Icarus, you know, got burned because he flew too close to the sun. So, like, you do want to test your limitations, because we do have the Sun and Icarus sextiling each other. This is a good placement. So test your limitations, right? But you gotta confront your ambitions. You gotta make yourself achievable goals. All right. So we want to build our ego without inflating it, you know, to where our head's too big for our shoulders. Right. Then we're gonna see that night. We're gonna see the moon shifting into the first quarter. So we may be presented with making difficult decisions. That's why we want to focus on that Sun sextiling Icarus, so we know what limitations we're at, right? So that could potentially weigh on you emotionally. Use practical thought when presented with these tough decisions, all right? And these are going to affect you emotionally. So you want to make sure that you're not letting your emotions make the decisions for you. You want to look at them analytically, so you can make, you know, an educated decision. All right. Then we're going to see we're going to see Vesta trining Icarus. Okay. Home projects. This is about, all right, what have we been holding back at home? What do we want to do at home? Do we want to put an add-on? Do we want to clean the garage? Do we want to rearrange the living room? Like, whatever you've been holding back on, whatever you've been waiting on, like, this is the time to do it. Do those home projects. Focus on your home. All right. Home and hearth, baby. All right, home and hearth. This is a week of home and hearth, all right? Then we're going to see Mars squaring Pallas. So take the time to apply tact to confrontational situations. Don't allow others to negatively influence you to make decisions and reactions based on resentments or to spite them. If we're doing our work, like what we've been doing the rest of the week, this is our shadow work. We're confronting those emotional things that have been hiding in the dark, and we're cleaning up. So that way, when we're, you know, confronted with these things, we can take them on in a tactful manner and not let people push us in a direction, or, you know, into saying things that, you know, that we're going to regret saying later on. Okay. And then come Saturday, 24th of October, we're going to see Venus trining Saturn. So Your business will benefit when you apply it to your social activities. So this is when we're going to want to start getting back into the social circuit. After we've taken the time away from all that, taking some time to ourselves, done a good cleansing, cleanse the house, rearrange, started on some projects. Then we're going to want to get back into social circles. This is when we want to advertise. This is when we want to pass out business cards. We want to really, really promote ourselves and promote our business, okay? Be aware of where your money is going, okay? Be aware of exactly where your money's going. You may see a better place to invest your income. And when we took this time to focus on home and hearth, then we backed away from these social situations, then we started thinking more about home, about healthy ways of living and more practical things. And we saw I didn't need that bag of potato chips. I didn't need that, I didn't need to go to Starbucks and spend $73 on a cup of coffee. This is where we're going to be able to start seeing, hey, you know what? I don't need to waste my money. I work hard for that money. I earn that. And I want something that's going to pay off a little bit more, okay? Then on the 25th of October, on Sunday, we're going to see the Sun conjunct Mercury. So express your individuality. Let your authentic self show and don't hold anything back, all right? Express how you honestly feel and take the time to put thought into it. Wake up early in the morning and really think about, what you're going to do that day. Really set your intentions. Look around and see all the work that you've invested into your home and yourself, and be grateful. And be grateful for you, and be grateful for the time that you put into your things and yourself, okay? And just be you. Express yourself in the most tactful and authentic way and most honest way you can, all right? Because we're going to be seeing the moon shift into Pisces later on, and your psychic abilities will be easy to read, all right? But you'll also be more empathic, all right? So don't allow yourself to be gullible or emotionally manipulated, okay? This is why we want to really express ourselves and tell people, hey, you know what? I did this because of this, and I feel this way because I did this and this, and this, and we're beefing ourselves up, and we're glowing up, and we're really, really focusing on good, positive, healthy ways to get through our day-to-day, right? And if we've been practicing this, then we can take this to the streets, and people are, we're not even going to have to try it. We're just going to be doing this on cruise control, okay? And the last one we see on Sunday, we're going to see Neptune sextiling Pallas, okay? So dream big. We put ourselves back out there. We're selling ourselves. Your creativity should blow the fuck up if you devote the time to it. You deserve it. Your work deserves it. You're going to see that reconnection, our psychic abilities, we're going to be reading people's minds and shit, so we're going to take advantage of this, all right? So dream big, and go after those dreams, because the only person holding you back from those dreams is you, all right? That's all I got for this week, and I will see y'all later. Much love. Whatever you do in love.